What is up, everybody? I am back, but this time with a speed build in The Sims 4. It has been a hell of a long time since I've done a speed build. It's not really, okay, maybe it's not speed build, maybe it's more of like a renovation. I've been absolutely loving Devon Bumpkin's, what's it called? Building the World series. I've been loving it, and then I've been watching Simless's Renovating EA series as well, and I've just been so incredibly inspired. I was like, man, I really want to do some renovations. So I thought, why not give it a go? And this is after the paranormal pack, and I love some of the stuff that comes in it. It's really colourful, maybe a bit too colourful, but you know what? I actually embraced it. I went for this bright yellow, this like pinky red roof. I just had so many New Orleans vibes. I mean, I've never been there. It is a dream place that I would absolutely love to go. So yeah, I'm basically renovating this. It's called the Crick Cabana or something. I can't really read it, but you can see it in the top left of the screen. So yeah, I had this idea of a New Orleans Voodoo Priestess living here with her granddaughter, and basically she lives here with her granddaughter because, I don't know, something mysterious happened to her parents or something. But I sort of had this idea that the Voodoo Priestess was actually a grandmother, but she looks a lot younger, like she ages slowly. And I got that idea from, what's it called? American Horror Story, Coven. I don't know if you recognize the Voodoo Queen from that. I absolutely love her in that. She was fantastic. She made me laugh so much. I loved it. Um, so yeah, I basically based it after that, but I tried to make her a grandmother, but she had way too many lines and stuff on her face, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out how to get rid of them. So I aged her down to an adult and gave her a couple of lines to make it look like, you know. Anyway, we don't know how she keeps herself young. Maybe it's to do with her magical voodoo powers. She's not a spellcaster. That's something that I did want to say. She's not a spellcaster. She is a mixture. Um, so yeah, I had absolute blast making this. And then I went a bit overboard with the yellow, but you know, a lot of people think that voodoo is like really dark and scary and all this stuff, but it's not at all. I mean, there are aspects of it, but let's be honest, Christianity has some dark and scary aspects of it itself. So, you know, anyway. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one, and I put so much detail into the build, it's unreal. So I really wanted to use like these vines and stuff. I wanted this house to like it's been there for a while, but she looks after it. Um, I don't know where the vines are coming from. We're just gonna embrace it that I put it there. Just gonna embrace it. And yeah, I just wanted it to be really lush, really green, and she really just sort of, I don't know, like lives in the Bayou or whatever. I don't know. I've never been there, so I have no idea what it looks like. I found the New Orleans style really hard to replicate, actually. It just wasn't looking right for me, and I had so many issues with these plants. So I lowered the house down to put them all around, and then as I lifted it up, they all moved, or they stayed down. Stupidly, I didn't think of that. So I had to move everything again, which I think I'm doing now. I do skip it though, I think, because you just end up seeing me doing all the plants again. But yeah, it was just a bit of a nightmare. Bit of a nightmare, but you know, you live and you learn. So, is this it? Yeah, so you can see, look how low down they are. Yeah, I messed up basically, but you know, I'm using the Twisted Mexi Builder buy mod. Also, Devon Bumpkin has been ranting and raving about how amazing it is, so I thought I'd give it a go. It is really amazing. However, I don't know if it's messed up a bit of my game, because I was looking for a couple of things and I couldn't find them. Like, I literally spent like about half an hour obsessively looking for two things I could not find. I looked everywhere, even typed it in the search, and I couldn't find it. So yeah, I don't know if it's because of that, or because I actually built this before, I was just playing around and I built it, and I was like, this is really good. I really want to build this for YouTube. So, like, not to toot my own horn, but yeah. And then, oh, this is, so I put a fireplace in here, which is actually what, this one, which is what sort of like gave me the idea to go with this yellow and blue theme. I really loved it. You know, it's really bright, really vibrant. I wouldn't have gone for this myself, but you know. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know if that's messed up my game or if it's me, but you know. And I went for a really different vibey kitchen as well. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit modernized. Like, she definitely looks after her home. It's not, you know, decrepit or run down or anything like that. But I also got the idea of, right, wait for it, a voodoo shop in New Orleans that she like owns and stuff. So basically, vampires, spellcasters, ghosts, I don't know, whoever else, occult lovers, are all going to go to this shop to buy all their stuff. So it's going to be a massive, massive build. I have already started it, but it's, yeah, I lost a little bit of inspiration because I'm struggling with the shape of the build. I know what I want it to look like, but I don't know if I can pull it off or translate it, but it's going to be epic. And then I thought she could be friends with a vampire and with a spellcaster, who give her the stuff that she needs. So she's going to have like high skill in the vampire skill. She's going to have a really high mediumship skill. She's going to have a high herbalism skill. So she uses all of these things, and I thought she could also be a part-time medium as well, which I really love the idea of. So she does like her shop and stuff, and then also she helps out like with mediumship spirits and stuff. So I really, really love the idea. I think it'd be a really fun household to play, actually. And so she loves yellow and blue, obviously, but her house is, not her house, her shop is going to be a little bit darker, more like touristy, and I think that's really sort of the vibe I wanted to go for, because there are so many touristy voodoo shops that actually it's quite hard to find a genuine voodoo shop. Apparently, I haven't obviously been, but I would love to go again. So yeah, so I felt like this is her normal aesthetic, but for her shop she's gone very touristy, just to get, you know, people in the door and stuff, and just to relate to her customers and stuff, you know, you get me? So yeah, I'm really, really proud of it. And these chairs and stuff that came with the new paranormal pack are gorgeous. I absolutely love everything that came in that pack. And this is a rug I've never used before, but I really thought it blended the kitchen into the living room because it's such open plan. I really thought the colours just went really well. And I used I think it was like a Caribbean stuff pack update that we got or something. It was free. The chairs that are on the dining room, because they just went really well. And I was like, I've never used these. I'm never gonna use these. So let's just put it in this build. So that's what I did, and I loved that. But yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like she would have a cat. I haven't given her a cat though, but I do feel like she would have one. I'm not sure. I'm thinking like I don't want to say a Persian fluffy one, because I feel like that's what the goths would have. I don't know why, but yeah. And then with the bathroom, I went absolutely wild. So there's this bath that comes in this really bright yellow. I've never used it in that colour before, ever. And again, I was like, I'm never going to use this in that colour ever, unless it's now. So I did go for it. You'll see it later. I was considering trying the blue ones, and then I was like, I don't know. I feel like it needs that pop of yellow. So yes. And that broom from Laundry Day stuff pack, whatever it is, really worked well in this build. I cannot even believe it. I found it just randomly. I was like, yes, it comes in the correct colours. This is perfect. So yeah, I tried to clutter it up a little bit, but not like massively, because I felt like she's very clean. Not that clutter is unclean, just that she's quite, not minimal, just normal, like it's lived in, but it's not like, you know, that's the one. That's the bath that I was chatting about, and it was in the way when I was trying to decorate this, because I needed the walls up to be able to see what I'm putting on the walls, but I didn't want to zoom in too much. It was just a bit of a nightmare, really. So yeah, and I really love this new shelf. And this is where I'm searching for the bloody candles. So there are candles that came with base game, and they don't light up. They're literally just like a clutter item or a decorative item. They don't light up, so it's not a light. But I looked everywhere. I even typed in candles and it didn't come up. And I think I even sorted by base game at one point as well, and I just could not find it at all. I have no idea where it's gone. But I did hear Devon Bumpkin also said he tried to find like an arch and it disappeared for a little while. And he even sorted Strangerville out to find it. Look, see, this is me still searching for it. Yeah, he tried to find this arch and it disappeared, and then all of a sudden it was back again. So I don't know if there's like some weird glitches going on with the catalogue at the moment. But yeah, so this is literally me searching it for everywhere. Like, I could not find it anywhere. It was really frustrating me because I found it, because like I said, this is the second build that I made for the YouTube. God, I sound old. For YouTube. So I used the original one, had the candles, but for some reason in this save file it doesn't have the candles. Anyway, ran over. I couldn't find it. It really bugged me. If you do download this, then definitely use move objects, keep move objects on, and if you can find it, put those candles there because it looks really nice. I used it in a really nice lilac-y colour. So yeah, I went really bright. I used the new curtains in here as well because I really wanted to. I went for the yellow, and then I found that mirror again, and I was like, you know, I've never used. I use the mirror sometimes, but always in like the pink or blue. And I was like, oh, I don't want to change the curtains. I'm just gonna put it here. I just went absolutely like, my design just went out the window. I think it looks really cute though. I actually quite like it. Like I said, I wouldn't live here, but you know. And then I put that pink mirror in, just to tie in the pink from the bed and stuff as well. So yeah, I reckon the granddaughter is now living with obviously her grandmother, and she is the next sort of like priestess in training to take over for her, because they travel around all the worlds to sort out like spirits and stuff and to help the occult population and things like that. So I reckon that's what she's doing. She's still a child. So she has got children things that she still like plays and stuff, but I reckon this is when she's starting to get into like gardening and herbalism, and she's starting to like read about vampires and stuff like that. And you know, she can't gain any of those skills yet, but I feel like this is when she would start to. So I'm gonna give her a high social skill, because I feel like to be a part of or to be a priestess that serves a lot of people, you need to be able to talk to a lot of people. So yeah, I just feel like that's what, and obviously to own a shop as well, you need to be able to talk to people. If you don't talk to people, then yeah, you're not going to sell anything really. But I've gone for a pink theme for her. Just stereotypical. I just really wanted to use these pink curtains. I don't really use pink curtains that much at all, and I just really wanted to use them. And this bed I found, I think it's from Eco Lifestyle or something, but I found it and it has the little yellow pillow on it, and I was like, oh my god, maybe this is like a spare bedroom for when she came and lived here. Like stayed for a little while, and now obviously it's her proper bedroom. So yeah, and I also use the Discover University, what was it, wardrobe as well. I feel like, you know, she's recently come to live with her and she had to get a wardrobe, so she went to like IKEA. Voodoo Priestesses are people too. But yeah, and I gave her a little desk as well so that she can do her homework and stuff, because I didn't feel like, you know, this, just because she's a voodoo priestess or whatever, she's not like into the modern world. I feel like they definitely are completely modernized, but they still keep with some of the old ways, like using lots of herbalism skills and stuff like that. And I really love this desk. It's so cute. Especially with the little pink flowers on it and stuff. I absolutely love it. So, and I used the butterflies, and I was just really, really pleased with this build. I don't know if you can tell. And I also really tried to use the move objects and to place things where I wanted them to be. The backpack gave me a lot of issues. I could not for the life of me fit it where I wanted it to go, which is in that little sort of nook. I thought that was literally the perfect place for her backpack to go. So right before she goes to school, she would take her backpack and give herself once over check in the mirror. Do you know what I mean? but it just wasn't working for me. It was really irritating me. But yeah, so I just thought that she'd be quite girly and quite cute. And I discovered, which I didn't know, that with the Snowy Escape, we got a new science table. Thank God. The normal science table that we got with base game is the most ugliest table I've ever seen, and it's only in that one green colour. And this one's so much better, so much nicer. So I'm like, yes, finally. And I can actually use that for my other Sims and stuff. See, look, you can see I'm struggling. But anyway, I'm pretty proud of it, and I think the screenshots are going to come up soon, so there's no point me talking anymore. There's not really much more else to say, but if you are going, I'm thinking of like making or doing a lot of renovating builds and stuff. So if you are into this, then do let me know in the comments or like the video, then I will do some more, and I'm hoping to get her shop out at some point. That's probably going to take me a long time, but yeah, I'm going to try and do that too. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of the overall build. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions, if you have any extra bits and pieces for the storyline, because I absolutely love the storyline. I really, really do. And I'm going to put them up in the... I'm not good at making Sims, by the way, or builds, to be fair. But I will put them up in the gallery, and it shouldn't have any custom content in, but just click custom content in case it does. Link will be in the description. And that's it, I think, really. Yeah, I think that's it. So, if you do want to see more, love, like, subscribe, comment, all those good YouTube things, and I will see you all later. Bye, love you, bye!